So how to calculate the amount of cover you actually need? Well, the insurance industry's opinion on that is a multiple of income. Some advisors will say you need 10 times your income. Some will say 15, some will say 20. Personally, I just don't subscribe to that. I've never been able to understand how a multiple, dreamed up by somebody in an office will know anything about my financial situation, what I have, what my aims and aspirations are for my family, to deduce that it's going to be a multiple of 10. So it just doesn't work for me. You might want to use it, but it doesn't work for me. What you really need to do is go deep into the situation and fully understand the situation. And that's why you'll enlist a broker. A broker will do that with you, and that's by carrying out a comprehensive fact find to understand your situation as it is today. Once you've understood what it is today, you've got to go through the role play situation that I mentioned before and work out what would happen. So there's some key facts you might look at. Have you got existing life insurance in place? If you have, how much will it pay out? That's obviously a plus. Have you got a company life insurance in place? How much will it pay out? That's a plus. Have you got a gratuity that's due? Same thing. How much will it pay out? Okay, you'll start to build, well, what are you worth today if you die? Morbid as it is, you'll find out what you're worth today. And then of course you've got to subtract. You've got to subtract where you've got to pay that debt, this debt, that debt, etc. But very quickly, with the help of your broker, use them because they've done it numerous times before. Okay, you'll work out how much you'll get with your existing resources if you die today, how much you'll have to pay out or will automatically be paid out by way of probate to some of your debtors, or creditors rather. And then you've got to start putting the building blocks together about what you want to happen. And really you've got to engage the wife with this. Okay, you've got to understand, well, what would we do if that happens? Now, the normal response is that they would want to go home. And home is probably, seeing as you're on British Dad's Dubai, home is probably England. So on that basis, as I've touched on in a previous video, start to calculate what they need. Look at it as a repatriation exercise. Where they're going to live, how they're going to get an income, how they're going to travel, what are the future education costs, be it school, university, whatever the case might be, and start to build a picture. It's a pen and paper job, perhaps with your broker, but also engage your wife in that particular process and start to build a picture. Once you've built a picture of the bare necessities of what you want to provide by life insurance, you can of course start to consider add-ons for that. What else you'd like to do. Would you like to provide young Johnny his deposit for his first property, etc. So once you began to understand the costs associated with repatriation in the eventuality of your death, what you've got to understand is how that's going to be funded. Okay, you're going to use a life insurance policy to create that cash injection, but how are they actually going to live? So you've got to work out and engage your broker with this, use their experience and understanding of your options. But are you just going to arrange for a check for $1 million to go to your wife and she puts it in a bank account and they're just going to draw down £20,000 a year or £30,000 a year to live off until it runs out? Is that the best plan for you and your family? Or do you, as an example, take a life insurance policy of $1.5 million and then she uses, say, $300,000 to repatriate, and then the $1.3 million she buys another property and rents it out and lives from that income? So it's not just about the cost, it's also about some financial planning for the future. But as I say, talk to your broker, talk to multiple brokers, understand it, listen to them. The right ones have got good experience and good understanding and ultimately good advice.